A closer look at Plan B 4.0, Chapter 6, Designing Cities for People. Video and audio presentation by Veronica Romano and Alessio Venturini.
It is no question that the world population is on a rise. This has been affecting the health of our planet immensely. More and more people are moving to the city for convenience. In the 1900s, 150 people in the whole world lived in cities. This amount changed drastically in the years to follow. In the year 2000, there were 2.8 billion and the total rising again in 2016 at 3.5 billion out of the 7.5 billion in the world. The estimated amount of people living in cities will double by 2050, leaving us with 6 billion people living in cities across the globe.
The big question is, how is this affecting our world and what can we do about it? Pollution due to the large amount of cars entering, circulating, and leaving the city is becoming the number one priority. Some highly populated cities are under so much pollution that the population must wear masks. Breathing the air in these types of cities is like smoking 2 packs of cigarettes a day. As cities grow larger, the amount of green land diminishes, which is the result of poor air circulation.
If there isn't any green land, where is the food coming from? Food is being transported into the city, and again, this causes trucks to circulate for delivery. Parks, gardens, and walking areas are being taken over by cars. Children are being driven to school, which is one of the factors leading to childhood obesity. 40 years ago, more than 40% of all U.S. children walked or biked to school. Today, more than 60% of students either get driven or drive to school.
With all the circulation going on and the lack of sidewalks, the elderly are afraid to walk outside and are imprisoned in their own homes. The term flush and forget is being used to describe the large amount of waste that is being flushed into the water surrounding the city, causing dead zones. Dead zones are areas that are so affected that life cannot come into contact with it. Sadly, there are 405 dead zones in the oceans, coastal regions of the world. The lack of rules and regulation about water use is one of the major sources of diseases and deaths.
The city lacks proper design for the people. The environment is grossly affected by the lack of properly designed cities and the urban way of living. A city shouldn't consist of concrete and pollution. The addition of life, human activity, and health is what is needed to better the city's life. Thankfully, there are plans to better the current existing cities and properly design the developing ones.
Peñalosa states, cities should be designed for people, not for cars. Chapter 6 suggests that we should form cities into pedestrian cities. Pedestrian cities would diminish the amount of cars because of easier access to the public transportation. This is where the BRT system comes in.
BRT is the acronym known for the Bus Rapid Transit System. The BRT system is an improved transit system that is properly designed to reduce the amount of delays and provide the population with quality traveling around the city.
Another way to control cars coming into the city would be to charge cars for entering. This would push more people to embark into the public transportation system. The mayor of Paris, Bertrand Delanoë, claimed that traffic would be cut by 40% by 2020.
The days of the poor man rides a bike are over. The installation of a bike rental system in the city would cut traffic by 40% by the year 2020. Its benefits also include lower air pollution, reduction of obesity, increase in physical fitness, won't emit carbon dioxide, and will provide for a reasonable price to travel around the city. Keep in mind how much easier it would be. 6 bikes can typically fit in a road space of 1 car, 20 in a regular car's parking space. Another benefit of biking for transportation is a safer city. As mentioned on page 152, officers on bicycles are more productive in cities partly because they are more mobile and can reach the scene of an accident quicker and more quietly than officers in cars can. They typically make 50% more arrests per day than officers in squad cars. School campuses are being overloaded with cars. Jamie Smith, manager of the bike sharing program, provides awareness to schools and universities about the effects of driving a car to school. The program donates bikes to freshmen when they agree to leave their car at home.
The next step is to reduce water use. Quoted from page 155, Water enters the city, becomes contaminated with human and industrial waste, and leaves the city dangerously polluted.
Banning the flush and forget system would be the most effective way to decontaminate the water surrounding the city. 250 liters of human waste produced in a year for a family of 5 contaminates 150,000 liters of water. Using water efficient appliances like the waterless, odorless, and simple innovative design for a toilet that transfers urine and fecal matter to the farms as soil supplement can save water. This technology will also cut our water bills and lower energy used to pump and purify water. Cities are in high demand of food. Farming in cities will not only increase the economy using homegrown foods, but it will also prevent needless transportation. With the installation of community gardens, urban farms, peri-urban farms, and farmers markets, food will be easily accessible for the city. Lastly, we have squatter settlements, which are homes for the unfortunate who do not own any land. They are vacant, without the proper resources. Unfortunately, they aren't given a humane way of living. The goal here is to provide them with hope and upgrading. This will encourage them to stray away from being violent and resentful towards others.
As interior designers, we can inform our clients about sustainability and the use of planet-friendly materials. We can plan effectively to prevent the waste of energy and water. We can incline our design towards LEED certification. Cities for people, redesigning urban transportation, bringing back the bicycle, controlling water waste, farming in the city, and upgrading squatter settlements will better the current condition of cities around the globe.